Okay, here we are. I'm all ready to go and get on VR, but then I remembered I don't have a thumbnail yet for the two things I'm gonna be doing. So I wanted to make those thumbnails. I wanted to make the hot dog thumbnail, and I wanted to make what was the other one I wanted to make? I don't remember. I digress. Hmm. One of my favorite songs from Dragon Ball. I just like that song a lot. I wonder who made it. Holy fuck. Boink. There we go. Why is the cringe in my feed? This fucking bullshit. Say something about my audio. What do you want? You son of a bitch. It doesn't say anything about my audio here. Current bitrate 0. That's a problem. Lower than we recommend. They recommend a weirdly low bitrate. You know, it's really weird. I like saying we're live when I'm talking. It's strange. It's like I talk like I'm multiple people. I don't know why. I feel like that just makes sense though, because sometimes I feel like multiple people. You know what I mean?
Like, yeah, dude, I know what you mean, bro. Like, sometimes I get so toked up, dude. Like, I can't differentiate myself from my reflection.
There we go. Did our little posts. Did I want to make? Homebrew. That's what I wanted to make a thumbnail for. Not even a thumbnail, like a little segment card for. That's what I wanted. Of course. Boom. Wow, Japanese people fucking love H3VR. Sometimes I forget just how much Japanese people love guns. I'm just gonna use this stock photo of fucking hot dogs. It's gonna be awesome. Wow. I usually just use the left microphone, but today I decided to use the right microphone. Most like lapel microphones, they come in sets of 2, as far as I'm aware, or larger sets. And I got one with a set of 2, using the other one that I never use. It feels weird. Of course, you're not hearing that. You're hearing my studio microphone in my sound booth. But soon I'm going to leave my sound booth and go start working on stuff. So, gotta open up Mr. Sheldon, Mr. Plankton. Gotta open up Mr. Plankton. The crunchy crab.
Would you eat a crab carapace if it had sauce? Would ya?
I think that's funny. Oh! I got a big cup of energy drink from the local kombini. And it is like concentrated syrup. They made that shit thick. Almost forgot to paste a new layer. That would have been bad. There we go. That looks good. That's good enough for me. Did you guys know you can buy C4 detonators? You don't have to register them or anything. You can just buy a C4 detonator. I'm pretty sure they're super cheap too. I've seen them online a couple of times. Fuck it. I'm gonna use this image. Oh shit, it says my package was delivered. Guys, I might have to go BRB. I got the Composer. The Composer Pro XL. Moshi, you don't know what that means. But that's fine. I'm just giving Plankton like a gigantic hand. Do you think that would be funny? I think that'd be pretty funny. There we go. It's so dumb, but it's perfect. Alden, we have to cook. I've been experimenting to see which one does better. Cyan on purple or purple on cyan. And I know you guys do not give a fuck about that. But so far, I really can't tell which one does better. So if anyone has any input on which does better in my thumbnails, let me know. Like, which one you personally like more. No, that's not what I meant. I hate looking for something on Google and just getting porn images. Numerous porn images. Ugh. That's really funny looking. Where is the hand? Found it. Merch. There we go. Now I look beautiful. Ah! Oh no. And merch. There we go. That's better. You could even say it's perfect. That's one of the best ones that I love to go between. It's so simple to go between Sheldon to Perfect Cell. I think this thumbnail's gonna do well. Let me just put the border on it, and then I'll be all done. Where's my thumbnail border? Where did I save it? I think it's an XCF. It's probably actually saved in thumbnails. It is not. I don't know where it is. Money. This is kinda weird. Where would this be saved otherwise? Let me do open. It's just in recently used. Border for thumbnails. Can you... I can't add this to bookmarks? Where is this saved? It is an XCF. This is so weird. I have no idea where I saved this. What if it's on, like, one of my other drives? That would suck. Won't copy. And for some reason it pasted in the wrong place. That's bad. Oh, God. What a pain in the ass. I have to set everything to 0 manually. I literally just have to align one corner perfectly. There we go. Pixel perfect. Excellent. Export. H3VR thumbnail. Save that to pictures in thumbnails. And I will just make that little guy next time. The little... I kind of want to do homebrew later, though. Ooh. Yeah, it's fine. I can make it later then. All right. And we'll be right back, and then I'll be in VR. I like this thumbnail. What a dumb thumbnail. Dumb. I think making my streams public was one of the best decisions I've ever made. Like making the after streams public. Homer J. Simpson. I can't wait to do my little meme dub later. I have 3 things planned for today. And my voice is good right now, so I wish I decided to record the demo instead, but fuck. It was this or record the demo. I'm very happy with my computer as of late. Okay. I'm going to switch to BRB. And I'm going to be right there. Don't touch that dial. Homer.
Homer, have you finished building that hat rack yet?
What is this? Oh, that's the thing from earlier. I don't need that. I can probably just throw it away. Okay, we're on full battery. I forgot to boot up my little guy. My little dude. My hotspot. Bop it, twist it, pull it, walk it. Oh! Network settings. Mobile hotspot. Gotta practice. Always be practicing. Really comes from the belly. I can't do it. Fuck. There we go. Ah, it's in like the back of your fucking sinuses. That's where it is. I got it. Hey, Lois. Boobies. Sorry. Yeah. Confirm the stupid pairing code. Launch. I might have to end up fixing something. Uh-oh. Meta might have updated. I might have to fix something live on the air. I wish I had a CMD that just replaced this file for me, but it's the override for the MetaQuest overlay since it's inferior to the Steam overlay. It's taken forever and I'm gonna have to do it anyway, so I might as well stop the link. Quit link. I'm gonna go fix this real quick. Silly, stupid Meta. You're so dumb. Steam VR does not exist? Never mind, it tried. But Steam VR is not installed. Why did Steam VR uninstall? Has that ever happened to any of you guys? That is fucking weird. By the way, Steam VR is fucking multiple gigabytes. So this is gonna take a minute. What the fuck? This has never happened to me. Steam VR just uninstalled itself. I used Steam VR yesterday. I'm very confused right now. Very, very confused. Well, I'll fix it. Don't worry. Steam VR is installing while I'm live streaming, which you should not do. Oh, man. I don't think I've ever been more annoyed than this. Plot. Wow. I think it's done. No, almost. God, the stupid membrane. There we go, it's done. Let's see if it works. It tried to work last time, so it should work. GT stands for Goku time. And here we are, I'm in. Whoop. What the hell happened to my goddamn computer? What? Dude, they fixed Steam VR. I can see my native monitor now. That rocks. What the devil? My open VR capture isn't working. That's weird. Here. Oh, no, it's working. We're good. I hope you can't steal my information by looking at that. There we go. Whoops. There we go. There we go. I'm going to try to just not show you guys stuff and not open that. Whoa. All right. Here we are. You know it, baby. Taking hold. I'm gonna go check real quick if everything's working. Yep, we got game capture. We're all good. Ah. The government's putting baby eggs in the water to turn the fucking Vegeta into babies. I don't really, I'm not in the mood for on-site procurement. Let's do some classic. Or, you know what? Let's do the one I used to be number 1 for. Alrighty. Oh! I didn't launch it modded. Fuck! Okay, that's fine. After this one, I'll relaunch it modded. Fuck! God damn it! God damn it! I'm a cowboy! Yay! I put my favorite gun in the game ever, and I'm very excited to use it.
Uplink successful.
Of course, it's
Target system detected.
it's not gonna be in this one. I'm not even gonna use this at all. Even just you can put it in a mag pouch. You should be able to double up mags this small in little mag pouches. There we go. Let's see just how many of these I can hold. Is this a Nagant? This looks like a Nagant round. I can't read that. It's too dark. Let's take this to the light. Yeah, this is a Nagant revolver. How big is that stack? 12? Can't really tell. It's probably 14. Oh, no, I think it's 12. That's weird. You didn't see that. What the fuck? Now it's just not working. Pick each one up. Oh, I can't. Why are these so hard to combine into a stack? There we go. That doesn't look like 7. Whoops, wrong button. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we are. I'm such a fucking nerd for just knowing that it's 7 shots. An android kicked my ass! Vegeta was really like, an android kicked my ass and broke my arm, and Krillin was like, that's hot.
Can she do that to me next?
Can't see the irons, my fucking sweat is making it blur. The revolvers can be a bit buggy nowadays. They didn't used to be, though. I probably need to turn up. Also, this is a really good revolver, by the way. Nagant was one of the best revolvers ever. Just to let you know. I didn't get a melee, did I? That's striker fired. What ammo is this? That just looks like a regular modern bullet. I can't tell what round that is. I'm just gonna break them against each other, I guess. There we go. That's more like it. It's destruction! Fine.
Override token found.
I'm just gonna get a box. Or 2. That's all I need. I need to wipe these lenses. I can't see shit. That's the issue with the Quest 2. I need a new headset very badly. This one is worn the fuck out. But this is how it goes. I can't afford a new headset right now. I need to buy a car. Oh, my package! Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot. Okay, after... I'm just gonna run in there, go wild, and we're gonna see what happens, and hopefully I die, because I need to go get that package. It's very valuable. To me! I'm good at point fire, I guess. I didn't know that. I just whipped to that guy and popped him in the noggin. Got him. I can't see the irons at all right now. Come on! I hit him in the fucking head. Get in! Get in! H3VR, increase the radius that you can slip in bullets. It's too small. And you saw earlier how hard it was to put the magazine in this. I had to smash my controllers together to glitch into the zone that I needed to be in. You need to fix that too. They all around just need to be bigger zones. Like, look at this. I have to finagle it. Oh.
Detected. Neutralize it.
Uh-oh.
Check this out.
God damn it. Maybe this is... Ah!
Oh goodness. What's that?
I definitely racked this.
What?
It's not accurate at all!
What's that? Over there.
I'm just reloading. Don't pay any mind to me.
I don't know what that is. Huh?
Fucking guns ablazing. In quotes. I just hit you in your bowler hat and you didn't explode. I hate you. God, I cannot see. I cannot see at all.
Rotten dog.
Oh my god! What the fuck? He did a power slide!
Neutralize
I can't aim!
will fail.
Give me that!
Remember me reloading.
Please!
Encryption
Yes!
Neutralized.
Oh my god! I can't see the irons.
Data
I,
extracted.
like,
3
I should be
override
able to see
tokens
these,
found.
but there's this big cloud of fog
Advance to next
on my
system
lens
node
from how hot it is in my room. And how sweaty I fucking am. Oh my god. Okay. Be right back. I just have to go get this package. You guys might actually be able to hear me. This microphone has really long relay range. I'll be right back. Oh my god. I was really... Oh, it's a little dented. I'm gonna have to take a picture of that just in case. Tax evasion. Okay. I was really hoping that it would get here before I had to go at 4. They rarely ever do. This one did. Keck, it says on it. CEC. Okay. Sold from a fucking bazaar. Let me just take a picture because there's a dent in the box. Just looks a little fucked. You know how carriers are these days. There's probably packing in there to keep it from ripping or anything. It's 2 layers of tape. That's pleasant. Okay, we got paper in there. That's good. And bubble wrap. Very nice. Oh, here she fucking is, dude. Sorry, I'm such a fucking nerd about audio equipment. Ugh. It's got a rack mount. Ugh. It's kind of hard to get out of the box. Yeah. Of course, I'm not gonna rack mount it at all. Oh, it came with a power cord. I thought it didn't. I don't need a power cord. I have enough. It's just that stock default 3-pin. Like, everyone has a ton of those, I think. Maybe I'm weird. Oh, it's beautiful! Oh my god! Expander. Alright. I have a Composer Pro XL. Wow, the wear is minimal. There's like a scratch here and here. My god, what a robust rack. This is back when Behringer was super legit. Behringer still is legit. I appear to be dying. But they have like an entire base in China where they make their own parts and components and all that.
Scissor, baby.
Okay, putting this back on. Oh shit, I'm still alive right now. I'm about to be dead.
Cover me. Reloading.
Am I reloaded? Get in, get in, get in. Look at this shit. That was such an incredible shot. Wow.
What's that? It buzzard me.
I used to be so good at quickfire. The good old days. Whoops. I don't care. Works for me. Go in! Don't get up, motherfucker. Fuck you.
What's that?
Your mom! I'm so fucking happy that it's not lagging today. I don't care. I don't care. Fuck it. I don't care. I'm about to go get ammo anyways. I have to put the straps on. Holy fuck. I'm crazy about the straps, boys. I gotta love the straps. Hold on. Hold on. Ow! Worst time to need to adjust. Shoots high. I gotta remember that.
I'll just be over here. Ow.
Okay.
Override token found.
This is gonna be a minute just of reloading. This should be enough, right? Get rid of that.
Override
Thank
token
fuck.
found.
So happy to have that gone. Where's my hot dog? There we go. Wait. Oh, it's over here. Ooh, a rifle. Okay. That's not lever action. That is. Shotgun? No. 4570? Long Colt. Get that out of there. I don't even know why I reloaded. Put that there and there. Actually, these fit in there, huh? Give me another 2 boxes of 4570. Also, very nice. Oh, Long Colt. You're not quite 4570. But my God, are you sexy. Oh yeah, not using magazines. I have more space. Yay! Okay, we're ready to go. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Whoops. I'm still so fucking sweaty. It's still so hot in here. I think the res needs to be turned up on this. But my GPU used to get really hot and I got worried. I'm gonna turn up the res next time I get on. Barely. Yeah, I can't see my... Can't see it. I can't see the front sight. And I'm dripping sweat like fucking water. It's also so dark in here. I hope it's not this dark for you guys. I'm just having to rely on point firing.
Interfacing with system node. Hold this
Did I?
position.
Yeah. Again, a
Analyzing
problem with
system.
like where the bullets are supposed to go in. I can't see a shit. It's so low bitrate for me. I'm just gonna...
Static encryption detected.
Oh, nice. Oh!
Encryption
Die.
neutralized.
Get fucked, bitch.
Advancing to next system layer.
Fucking owned. Not enough
Analyzing
chum
system.
dogs in the world to put it into my reign.
Relying entirely on point fire.
Oh! Where the fuck do you think you're going, little shit? Yay!
Hardened encryption detected.
Ba, 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 ba.
Neutralize it. Encryption neutralized.
Ba, 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 ba.
Data
Ba, ba, ba,
extracted.
ba, ba.
4 override
Piccolo.
tokens found.
I like Piccolo.
Advance to next system
Oh!
layer and take
Yay! That was good. Bonk.
override token found.
Ah. Yay!
Okay. Might be worth just discarding the revolver completely. Let's go see what's up here. Lever. Oh, shotgun! Shotgun! We got 2 shotguns up here. Oh my. How sexy. I don't like manual cock anyways, I like double
Override
action.
token found.
Who's there?
What's over there?
Got him. I'm having to like dab sweat off my face constantly. Oh, it's horrible. Okay, double lot's better. I'm gonna put this on the left side. Fucking. You said you were high class. Well, that was just a lie. You said you were high class. Well, that was just a lie. If you ain't caught a rabbit, well, you ain't no friend of mine.
There are no rabbits under the sea, Plankton.
Shut the fuck up, you stupid fucking vapid sponge. Shut up! Shut up! SpongeBob would actually just cry. SpongeBob is like a 40-year-old man with the mind of a child. Do you think SpongeBob is
I really have no idea.
special needs? Ah! I think I ejected a shell by mistake.
Oh, that's smart.
Where's this going? Top side, right? I don't remember. I can't see shit in this darkness. Stop! Yeah. Goes in top side.
What's that?
I think it's out.
Huh?
Stop! Stop it! Stop!
Hey, what gives? Huh?
So little love given to these Wild West guns.
Interfacing with system node.
Alright, let's see
Hold this
if I can
position.
keep point firing at people.
Analyzing system.
Huh?
Those were pretty close. That wasn't too far. Too hard. Wasn't too hard. What's this? Link
Recursive
block.
encryption detected.
Hurrah!
Neutralize it.
That's a pain in the ass, since I can't aim. You motherfucker! Alright, I think that's enough for now. I'm so hot. I didn't expect it to be this boiling hot in my room. There we go. Plug in my fucking headset. Ah! I need to sit down and drink. I'm really excited. Got some relatives. They're at a campsite. Oh, it's gonna be fun. Refresh. Doing this thing, the streaming thing regularly, keeping them public has been getting me like hundreds of views a week. And that's not a lot compared to like huge YouTubers. But for small YouTubers like me, even though I do have 100,000 fucking views on one video, it's pretty fucking good. Pretty impressive shit. So, it's really good for me to keep this up, keep going, and to keep streaming just a lot. Wow, 50 minutes. Good job. Okay. Fucking hell. That was so hot. It's still so hot in here. My air conditioner doesn't work properly. It never has. If you want it to be 70 degrees in a room, you need to turn it to 67. It's just all wrong. It's all miscalculated. It's all awful. I hate it. Oh, God. Goddamn. Sorry. What can we do instead? I have pretty much all my games installed. I mean, we could go to the homebrew. I want to make homebrew content. I was talking about making homebrew content. We could go to the homebrew. Go look at the homebrew. Let's look at the homebrew. I don't have a... I don't have a segment card for that, so we're just going to go straight to it. Let me go to the creator studio real quick. I just gotta look at that stupid fucking thumbnail I made. Alright. It should be good. And... hopefully there's nothing that will give you my information over here. I don't think there is. I think I'm good. Okay. Wow. I love the dancing gnome. What is that one from? Romeo and Juliet? I don't remember which one. That's gold. What if Goku did this? What if Goku did that? What if Goku was so sexy? What if you loved Goku and what if you laid in bed with Goku and you turn to him and he say, "Hey, it's me, Goku," and you look at him and you say, "Yes, it's you, Goku. Hello, Goku," and you lay in bed together and you're with Goku. So if a kid came in right as I finished that stupid shit. Alright. So here's what I'm currently working on. Oh man. I'm working on D&DBZ. Dungeons and Dragon Ball, and then Z. And I've got a lot going on in this little guy. And I'm currently trying to work on classes, and I want, obviously, a class that can do magic. Because you have Bobbity, you have the Namekians. I want a class that's going to be good at spamming key blasts. Like Vegeta and Frieza. And I want someone like TN who can just copy a technique once they've seen it. But make that technique even more potent. And then I'm just going to modify Fighter for one of these. I'm just going to add like a new Fighter subclass or something. And then I have Brawler, which is going to be my hand-to-hand combat class. It's going to be inspired by Goku and all of the Z fighters like Yamcha. So I'm probably going to have like 3 subclasses for that one. And I have Trickster, but I'm thinking Trickster/Tactician. I'm thinking of calling this one Tactician and just having a Trickster subclass, because I think I want this one to be Krillin, where he has like all these clever moves that can do really unique effects. So this is kind of like the, hey, I can apply effects onto techniques. And that's something I haven't talked about yet. I've added an entirely new mechanic adjacent to spells, inspired by someone else, something someone else told me, called techniques. And what techniques are you go and you learn them, or you spend a point and you make them. Every level, every certain amount of encounters, you get a technique point and you can make a technique. 2 technique points, you can make a level 2 technique. 3 technique points, you can make a 3rd level technique. So on and so forth until level 9, like spells. So, your first 9th level technique should only be able to come by around level 9. And that's assuming that you are getting multiple technique points per level. Oh! Because you do have to make some techniques to survive. You cannot survive with no techniques. Your class is going to grant you techniques, obviously. But, yeah, techniques. There's going to be a whole book of them. I'm going to use Homebrewery to make it all look pretty. But right now it's just on a Google Doc. So, here we go. Why do I have window capture on? Why does window capture audio? Kakarot, help! I do not need this to capture audio. Oh, and then I want Genie, which is the hybrid magic user, key user, like Majin Buu. And thus far, I don't have any crazy ideas for any of these. But this is a lot more classes than I thought I was going to make. Magician was already like, okay, this is the given. And then I thought, 2 more. I need maybe 3 classes and then a fighter subclass. I ended up making this fucking many. And I thought, oh yeah, Barbarian. I can make a rage-boosted class. I just thought that was perfect. Because giving them the rage boost and making the rage boost apply to Ki, it practically writes itself. And that takes me to Ki. So Ki is going to be its own system, along with Killy and God Ki. Well, no, we're not doing God Ki. Sorry for saying that we were doing God Ki. We're not. I don't like Super. We're not going into Super. All the transformations of Super are dumb and bad. Besides Instinct and Ego. That's it. I'd even hazard to say Beast sucks dick, and Orange Piccolo is an asshole. Which it is. So, I don't even want to hear about it. Red Eye Namekian was already kind of bullshit, but we are using Red Eye Namekian in this little thing. And we're also retconning what they already retconned in Dragon Ball Super Superhero. And we're giving back the power boost to Grow Giant from the Namekians. And we're also giving the identical power boost to Ozaru. So Grow Giant and Ozaru are 2 transformations that you get from fucking first level from your race that will boost your power. But you will not have control over Ozaru. Which brings me to Grow Giant from Namekian, is that when you are in Grow Giant, you're going to be limited by the techniques that you can perform. Which is the way I'm going to try to balance it. However, mid-class Saiyans, their origin gives them a perk, which not only gives them the artificial moon technique from first level, but also gives them the ability to control Ozaru from level 1. So, since you can't even always get Grow Giant from level 1 for Namekians, you can only get Grow Giant if you start with the optional Pirate origin, or you go with Nameless Namekian and take Grow Giant at 3rd level. I think it's balanced enough, because so far that's the 2 ways to get them. You start as basically Lord Slug, or you pick it later on as a nameless Namekian. I think that sounds fair. As a nameless Namekian, you can also have the option to make Dragon Balls, but they're weaker Dragon Balls. But you do have the option to, instead of picking Grow Giant, to go back and make that the full version of the Dragon Balls, like in your trial period of Dragon Balls. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be really fun. I'll show you guys everything in a little bit, but right now, we're doing this. We're doing a little bit of the home brews. Oh, I'm so excited to set up my compressor. So, I'm just gonna rename this to Ideas. Ideas! And then we're gonna start with either Blaster or Brawler. I don't know. I think Brawler's gonna be easier because we basically just want to make an amplified fighter. My thought with this one is that they're gonna get a lot of techniques. Oh shit, I should put what we're doing in the tags. I didn't even think of that. Hold on, let me look at that. Got fighter pulled up on my other monitor to kind of have a basis to go off of. I have already made classes for 5th edition. I already have experience making 2 classes. I have made, what are they called? Nothing published. It was going to be published in my Valcrest campaign setting. But they were called the, there was... there is still a lot of lore for Valcrest, so it might still be coming. But I forget what these guys were called, if they were called Mystic Knight based on Dungeons and Dragons, Dragon's Dogma. Or if I called them something else. I have a homebrew folder. Let me find it. So it's going to be an important document, that's for sure. No, I can't find it. I can't remember the name, which sucks. That sucks gas out of my ass. Yeah, it's not an important document.
Where the fuck could this shit be?
Ah, jeez. It could have gotten deleted. Shit happens. Ocean man, take me by the hand, lead me to the land. What the fuck? Was this a video idea? Vegeta gets his house broken into? That's kind of genius. I might go back and make that. Well, either way, the class was based on the stars and the night sky and all that shit. And it was called like Mystic Knight or something. And its whole thing was having a lot of magic, but you had to carve out runes and embed them into your weapon, and you could only cast these spells through your weapon. And it was really fun to play and to design, and I actually did play it in a campaign. It didn't last very long, albeit, and I made kind of a joke character. Because in D&D there is a way to get huge. I wanted to basically make a guy that just got progressively larger. And so I ended up actually managing to get to, I think it was huge size, whichever one makes you 15 feet by 15 feet. And I was able to just pick up objects in the environment and use them as weapons. It was really fun. Like, I'd grab a siege tower from a ruined castle, and I hit a dragon with that. That was a fun campaign. But I was playing my class, which I will find for you guys so that I can remake it and put it on the interweb. But for now, let's look at Brawler, because I wanna make fisticuffs hand to hand kind of guy, and I'm thinking about it, and I think I want to separate techniques into 2 categories. A category of physical-based techniques and a category of key-based techniques. So I think that's what we're gonna do. I think that's how this is gonna work. And then utility, yeah. Physical, key, and utility. I think that sounds good. Oh! So let's see here. I usually just use D&D 5e Wikidot for like all my information. And so I'm probably going to end up formatting it like that. Where do you even start? I guess with hit points and stuff. Clash features. Let's just format it like... Boink. Format it. Oh! Oh! No, don't look! Don't look! Ah! Don't look! Don't look at me! Okay, there we go. Whoops. Sorry about that. I'm just gonna format it like how D&D 5e Wikidot formats it, because I'm nostalgic for this website. I've been using it since I was a kid. How long has this even been around? This website has been around for a long-ass time. It's always had, like, every book on it. Alright. I kind of want to listen to The Doors. But I should listen to Dragon Ball music. To inspire me, you know. Dragon Ball complete OST. Hell yeah. Alright. Start with class features. What am I doing? What's the binding for this? What did I do? I made the text tiny. Forgot how to make it big again. I'm so fucking dumb. This is so stupid. How do I make it big? Help. This is such a failure. What happened? How do you even fix this? I don't remember. This happened to me earlier and I fixed it. It's not C, it's not control. Something must have changed. No, that's not it.
Guys, what's happening?
I was able to just fix this earlier. Oh, I fixed it. Alright, I did it. No worries. What just happened? Ass. Ass. That's terrible. If you do any writing professionally, you're gonna get really mad at the way I write. So as I was saying before, we were talking about key points and how key points are going to work. Key points are going to work exactly like your hit points, but you're just going to get more, typically. You're going to get probably an average of 2 key hit point dice per level, unless your class states otherwise, or unless your race states otherwise. For instance, humans get extra key hit point die because they have better potential than Saiyans or Namekians. So... well, I'm gonna still need bold for this one. And since Fighter gets a D10 for their hit dice, I'm thinking probably want to give Brawler a D10. I'm not gonna have damage be crazy, so keeping HP relatively the same should be okay. And Constitution is also going to be the modifier for Key. That may be controversial to some people, but I ask you, tell me which would be better. Because Wisdom, Intelligence, and Charisma are not relevant to Key at all. Humans have another feature, which lets them pick another stat, which adds into their Key modifier. But that's just because of human potential and how humans don't start out with an understanding of Key like so many other species do. Saiyans start out with an understanding of Key. Namekians start out with an understanding of Key. I can't think of a race in Dragon Ball besides humans that don't start out with some understanding of ki. So for that reason, humans have to work harder to attain it. That's why I give them a second ki hit die. That's why I give them all this extra stuff for ki. Humans are very much the ki focused kind of class if you want to do ki spam. But that's not to say that Saiyans don't get good stuff too. Because Saiyans get Zenkai boosts. And that's whenever you roll your death saves and stabilize, you get back up and you add your current HP max total to your ki. However, I put rules in place so it can't be exploited, so don't worry. Ah, fuck it. It looks fine.
Ah, fuck it. Karen, you don't mind, do you?
You almost caught me slipping. Oh, we gotta switch to pageless real quick. It's gonna help us when converting this to something else like Homebrewery. Do I want to give them armor? I'll give them proficiency with weighted clothing. Because so far none of the backgrounds have proficiency with weighted clothing, but a bunch of the backgrounds have proficiencies with different sets of armor. I think that's good right now. Yeah, it's good. Oh, these need to be boldened.
Those gotta be bold.
Maybe weighted clothing would actually be better as a tool. I wonder. Would that make sense? It kind of, because I could make it make sense. Yeah, I'm going to make weighted clothing a tool. Because if you think about it, it is. It's a tool that helps you get stronger. I'm going to have that be none. No armor for Brawler. But there will be armor for the Rage class. I think personally, it'd be good to make Brawler benefit from taking damage in battle. That could be a really good feature. Because if we're looking at people who are basing Brawler off, we're looking at Goku, we're looking... Oh, are we back? I think we're back. We lost internet for a second there. I think YouTube went down. I'm going to just keep an eye on this so that hopefully we don't go down again.
Hopefully. Hopefully we don't die.
Oh, geez, I sure hope I don't get killed in real life.
Are we back? Oh my god. Are we back? Oh my god. Oh my god, OBS is not responding. Is it OBS doing this? I think it's OBS doing this. Are we back? Okay, I think we're finally back. Hopefully YouTube doesn't go down again. I think YouTube might be getting hit with something right now. Okay. Okay, let's see. We definitely want to give them con saving throws. What was I talking about? I got so muddled in the brain. Strength and con. That's gonna make a lot of sense for them boys. What makes a lot of sense? Perception and survival. Those make sense. Insight for gauging your opponent. That's good. That's a good list. I can't justify putting medicine there. Yeah, that's good. Now we can go on to equipment. Hold on. It typically goes one line down.
There we go. Yay.
You start with the following equipment. In addition to the equipment granted by your background.
This is where we get into the fun little listy-doos. What do we want to give the brawler? Because we can't give them any armor. The brawler is going to be a non-armor class, so maybe we give them weighted clothing. What would the B be? The BB. Let's think from a DB perspective. We have Goku, this guy who's the main inspiration for the brawler class. He gets beat up, he gets back up, he comes back even stronger. He trains in weighted clothing all the time. He just punches the fuck out of shit. Alternatively, what else do we really have as inspiration for brawler? Trunks, like I said before. Oh, and I haven't even thought of packs. I need to make little individual packs, like the Dungeoneers pack or the Explorers pack. We're going to have to come back for this. I think we might go ahead and skip past this, because I'm really not looking to give a lot of them weapons, so to say. So to speak, rather. But they're going to have different unique things, for sure. We're going to have to come back to this. And I know I said I wasn't going to give them weapons, but a martial weapon? Maybe Brawler could be one of the ones... No, not Brawler. Because I am putting guns in this, because Farmer with a shotgun. Bulma has a gun when she meets Goku. So I am putting... Oh, Launch. Launch also has guns. So I am putting guns in this. But Brawler doesn't make sense to have guns. Brawler wouldn't want guns. Brawler wants to run and beat the fuck out of people with his bare hands. So maybe we give them a martial weapon. Again, like I said, we're just going to have to come back to it. Haven't even thought of like all the utilities I can give these guys, because there's a lot of stuff that I'm adding, like the Dragon Radar, of course. I'm adding a lot of vehicles. Maybe I could give Brawler like a Kinto-Un surrogate that can only fly a little bit. And it's not based in purity. Like a little glider. Like Nausicaa's glider from fucking...
Nausicaa. In the Valley of the Wind.
Yeah, jet glider. There we go. Now we're thinking with fucking portals. And then we can actually give them proficiency in... Let's just fucking make a new category and call them... Are there flying vehicles in D&D? They're getting no armor proficiencies, it's only fair. We'll give the jet glider like a very, very small flight speed. And then this is where the packs would be. And I was thinking Dragon Hunter's pack is definitely going to be one of them. You get a certain couple of things. You don't get a Dragon Radar in the Dragon Hunter's pack. The Dragon Radar is going to be an item you're going to have to find, for sure. I don't want anyone starting with a fucking Dragon Radar. Or B. Another pack I thought of adding was the, God, what was it called? Something to do with capsules. It was based on capsules. Let's just call it that, and it's kind of like how Bulma just has an entire house inside of a capsule. That's what I was going for with the luxury capsule pack. Perfect. All right. And then here's where I want to add a little bit of special stuff. This is basically the first level. So what do we put here? So, what do we have already? We want them to be able to take a lot of hits, and we want them to get stronger from taking hits so that they can come back even more powerful. So something to do with losing HP, making you stronger. Not like a Zenkai boost, more like a momentary adrenaline rush. I want to make Brawler a real glass cannon. But more like a, I don't know, like a glass battering ram. Because they have to hit you with your hands. Let me think. An ability where every how many hit points you have missing, you can do insert level technique during your turn without spending an action. How's that sound? I think that sounds pretty good. Let's try that for now. We'll keep working with it. Burst Rush. Nice little reference there. This is an ability. This has to be a bit bigger. 16. There we go. Much better. Ah! Don't look! Ah! I won't do it again. I promise. Oh, I haven't even checked. Can you guys see that okay? I don't think you can. I think that's completely fucking blurry. Why does that look that way? What the fuck? Dude. Oh, no, it's normal. Okay, it was just me. It's just me. Don't worry. I got genuinely fucking scared. Okay. Okay, yeah, you guys can see that. We had bitrate issues with YouTube before. Okay, anyways.
You have a habit of being hurt in combat. Whenever this happens, you experience a burst of adrenaline, which drives you to be stronger.
It's a good description. Hmm. How about as a bonus action? No, I don't think that's quite strong enough, because this is basically like we're substituting this for second wind, essentially. Like, think about it from a fighter perspective. This is the class we're mirroring most. They have fighting style, and they have second wind, and then second level they get fucking action surge. And we need to parallel that pretty good. Second wind is really a throwaway skill that you're not going to use very often. Because you have to do a short rest to use it again. So yeah, you can spam second wind, thank fuck. But if I'm being honest, no one's picking fighter for second wind. Action surge is what everyone's picking fighter for. You want action surge, and you want the multi-attack. Plus, fighting styles are super cool. I love fighting styles. For every number hit point lost, you can use number techniques. So this is... yeah. But techniques are leveled. They're like spells. I don't want you to just be able to, throw in a 9th level technique. Because you lost 1 hit point, right? So how do you balance something like this? Make it like action surge, where you get another later on. Yeah, that's probably how we're going to do it. And then I'm probably going to give them something like fighting style. But I'm not sure yet. Because I want to base it in techniques. And I don't have a lot of techniques written down right now. Let's see. You're expected to have 10 hit points starting off. So let's just say for every... Let's say something interesting, okay? 5 hit points. But wait. You can use 1 technique for free without using your action. Well, let's see. What's a better way to word that? Your action. There we go. However, you can... what's a good way to put this? What I'm trying to say is that you can subtract a number equal to your constitution modifier, and then that's how many hit points you need to lose to use the technique. So maybe we put that back here. 5 hit points minus your constitution modifier to a minimum of 1. Where every 5 hit points minus your constitution modifier to a minimum of 1, you have lost. You can use 1 technique per turn without spending your action. So let's say your brawler has a +4 in constitution. Pretty standard. They probably picked a good race that gives them +2 in con, like the Saiyans. So, point buy dictates 16 in constitution, another decent amount in another skill, and then they're probably not very smart or very wise. So, This would benefit the pure brawler that we're looking for to come and play this class. Or if you want, you can still use it to pretty good effect at 2nd and 3rd level without having too high of a constitution. I mean, you're looking at like 10 each time. Yeah. For a guy with 0 constitution or even negative constitution, you're still going to have to foot the bill for that 5 hit point. But later on, that's going to be really powerful, especially at like 7th level, where you're expecting to have 70 fucking HP. And then we can probably add in more features based on this, like doing burst rush as a reaction. Okay, I'm starting to like this idea, because isn't this seeming more and more like Goku as we go on? Goku gets hit, he retaliates with a counterattack. This is good. I'm liking this.
Bitch, I look like Goku.
Plankton should dress up as Perfect Cell for the Halloween party.
Karen, how do you like my costume? Oh, you don't know what it is? Well, it's simple. It's from Dragon Ball Z. No, it's not a fucking D's nuts joke, Karen. I'm serious.
Okay, and this is pretty good already. I mean, this is all you need. For most skills, they're just bloated with like unnecessary language. This is pretty well condensed. It's pretty understandable. Let's fix this by going that. For every 5 points, minus your constitution modifier to a minimum of 1, you have lost. You can use 1 technique per turn without spending your action. All right. Yeah, that's pretty good.
I think that's pretty good. I think we're working with something good here.
Now, what is going to be like your other 1st level feature? Let's look at some more martial classes real quick. I'll look at like ranger and shit. Look at a bunch of classes. Gotta do our research, guys. Gotta do our research. Oh yeah, and we're gonna have to look at multi-classing. Put this down here. Not fighter, brawler. I think brawler is ironically a subclass of fighter. The other class I'm going to be doing today, I think it's the tactician, which is going to be based on Mr. Satan and Krillin. Krillin with, like, he learned how to do the solar flare. He has the Kienzan, which is a really clever technique because it condenses ki into a sharp point so that it's able to cut through things unsuspectingly rather than just smack into them and explode. And also something that's not talked about a lot with the Kienzan is what it shares in common with the Yamcha's Spirit Ball is that it can travel to Krillin's whims, kind of like a boomerang or something, and it just keeps going. The Kienzan doesn't just stop until Krillin really wants it to stop. And, you know, you have Mr. Satan, who in the video games is a complete fucking trickster. He'll, like, offer you a present, and then inside is a bomb. Or, like, in the Boo Saga, the Game Boy bomb that he tries to give Majin Buu. Lots of clever stuff going into that class. Okay. And then the little italicized.
You must have a dexterity or strength score of 13 or higher in order to multi-class in or out of this class. Smile.
Okay. Sorry. Alrighty. Let me look at some other classes.
Barbarian. Monk.
Paladin.
Ranger.
It's good. Ooh, unarmored defense. I didn't even think of unarmored defense. But that's actually smart. We should put that on here. Let me think. Because in general, the main classes of 5e are not going to be usable in this setting. The main classes just don't have key. And there's not an easy way to add key to the main classes. You can be like, oh, you just get this much key, but that feels like a cop-out because these classes are balanced around key usage. The core classes are not. That's like giving every class spells. The human-animal variant already has, and that's the thing about unarmored defense. That's really interesting to me, is that unarmored defense has something that it contradicts, which is not something you see common in Dungeons and Dragons, and that is natural armor. I think a few races have natural armor, which basically just makes their armor 12 plus their dexterity, or 11 plus their dexterity. But this is 10 plus your dexterity. It would be much better to say your armor class. You can now add your constitution modifier when calculating your armor class while not wearing armor. This is what I'm talking about with, like, just a lot of unnecessary wording. There's so much of this in D&D. It's so fucking weird. So fucking weird. Oh, right. We have to be like, hey, you can use your fists. Otherwise, everyone's just going to still use weapons. I have to add that. This should probably come before Burst Rush, even. I also forgot. Yes. This is not going to be like Monk's martial arts at all. Just so you know. What's a good way to put this? You can't... You have to use one for both. And I think they get it. I think that makes sense already. No, I'm gonna make these D4s, because that makes sense. For now, they're gonna be D4s. Let's see. I can't think of a really good way to put this. Yeah, that's good. That's fine for now.
That's fine for now. We'll always come back. We can always come back to check if it's good. We can always check for balance. It's like what Bruce Lee told me personally. Be like water.
I think that's good, but obviously we need more flavor. We need to bloat this with a lot of unnecessary text like normal Dungeons and Dragons. Where did I even hear that word? Expend. I feel like you've expended all of your uses of this thing is a word, but every time I like try to type expend. Yeah, spend or use up. It usually like highlights it with red. It's not doing it right now. Fucking Mandela effect. Jesus Christ. I was typing expend yesterday like, oh, this is a word that means the thing. And it fucking highlighted in red and was like, did you mean expand? No! I mean expend, you dick! Sorry. Life is weird. Stuff changes and you have to live with it. We went into another universe. I must You ever heard of like the prime U theory? The prime U theory is part of string theory and multidimensional theory and all that shit. So, assuming we're a bunch of linear timelines, or not really linear timelines, imagine your universe is a subway tunnel. But there's nothing separating your subway tunnel from every other subway tunnel. There can be ones above, below, to the right, to the left, diagonally. And we're talking about multidimensional theory. There is no 3D, 4D, 5D. This is infinite dimensions. There is another subway tunnel in every possible direction, even ones that you cannot fathom. And so, that's multidimensional theory, basically. You can only go to another subway that is parallel to yours. Other trains are running at different speeds, other subway trains. And you can't go to those. But most of the ones around you are going to be running at the same speed at the same time. They're going to be identical. And so, what the prime U theory is that since electrons behave mysteriously when unobserved, we theorize that they can just travel elsewhere. Right? Not theorize, that's more of a hypothesis. We don't have any proof. So, we think that electrons, well, not we, I say we think. I think, based on hypotheses, that electrons are a multiversal constant. And that's based on a lot of factors, but I'll explain later. Or, no, I actually won't, because that's boring as shit. Regardless, in your brain, there's a bunch of electrons. That's how you can think. There's electrical shit going everywhere in your brain. Burning paths, making memories and stuff. Let's say you die in one universe, but your electrons are still a universal constant. So your electrons in another universe are technically the same electrons. And now you are that person in that other universe because those electrons are still you. So what has happened is that you have died in one universe. Electrons hop over. You don't remember you dying because that's fucking traumatic. And plus, this you didn't die. This brain doesn't have those memories. My personal theory is that electrons sort of not have souls. My like personal hypothesis, belief, that's a better way to put it. My spiritual ass belief is that electrons are some pseudo like fucked up particle that are alive. Each individual electron, it's alive. It can think for itself. And so you have electrons in your head. Who's to just say that you aren't those electrons? That's what allows you to think, is sending electricity to different points in your brain. Are you the machine that is powered by those electrons, or are you those electrons? Because they're always in there. You're always making more of them. Is that why time is linear for us? Because we're those electrons. Those electrons burn out. We're not that person anymore. Therefore, we remember that person? Or is it because cells are constantly being replaced? I don't know. It's existential as fuck. I shouldn't be thinking about it. Regardless, prime U theory is just the theory that when you die in one universe, you shift over to the parallel one. And I was wondering what you guys think of that. Because I like it. I think it's interesting. And I think it might have happened to me multiple times. There's been a lot of times where I was like, oh shit, I'm going to die here. And then life-threatening thing happens. I either miraculously like dodge it or move out of the way, or something helps or saves me. Something happens to defeat the threat, or to prevent the threat, or to avoid the threat. And I avoid like potentially a horrible injury or like actual death, like breaking my neck on the stairs or something. Growing up in like a horribly abusive home, you know, it could have happened to me a lot. Prime me could have died so many times to get here, if you think about it. Besides, there's a lot of like misinformed people that talk about stuff like, oh, time travel and dimension hopping that are just stupid. I was watching a really, really dumb comedy video. It was a comedy. I cut it some fucking slack, but it was about this guy who has this box that lets him go back in time 1 minute, but every time he does it, he makes a new timeline where he dies. And because, for some fucking stupid reason, I studied quantum physics, I basically explained that's not how that would work at all. But that's just because we pretty much know that time's nonlinear. We're experiencing time in a linear fashion because we're limited. I don't know. I'm fucking dumb. Don't listen to me. How many key points would make sense to add another damage die? Because if you think about it, I have yet to put this here. Hit points and key points. Because I gotta put this down here. Key points. Should I just call these key die or KPD? Key points die. I think I'm gonna call it key points die. Just cause simplicity. And that's the thing with key is that I'm gonna make it 2 die per level. And I was thinking 2d8 would be the average. And Brawler, that's your average class. 2d8, that's average. And this is a complaint I have had about Dungeons and Dragons for a million years. This is an answer to Constitution not being fucking useful at all. Look under skills and tell me one that uses Constitution, because none do, yet there's so many that could. Like, what the fuck? You have perception in there, why not taste? Why not touch? Oh, taste and touch falls into perception. No! Not in Dungeons and Dragons! Bitch! That's an awfully hot coffee pot. What does he say? It's fun for me just to grab a boob. Plus my Pinot got an attitude. It's how he says it. He's such a fucking nerd. Hey, by the way, guys, quick music recommendation if you're into music at all. If you like music. If you like prog rock and 70s music, there's this band that my favorite guy ever used to be in, Susumu Hirasawa. In the 70s, he had a band called Mandrake that he made prog rock with. And it is some of the best prog rock I have ever listened to in my entire fucking life. So if you like prog rock and you don't mind the language barrier, go check out Mandrake. Go give that a little peep. Is it just me or does Jerma look like Todd Howard? And sound like Todd Howard? And act like Todd Howard? I feel like that's not just me. Anyways. 2d8 plus your constitution modifier. And that means you get 2d8 every level for your key points die, which will work the same way as key dice. Let me show you something. Hold on. Key in D&DBZ. So, charge. There we go. This is a feature that everyone's going to have. Every class that uses key is going to have this. Not every class is going to have key, like the magician you saw earlier. Magician's not going to have key. When you charge your key, kind of like in Dragon Ball Z when they're releasing their aura, you can spend one of your key points die, and you only regain that on a long rest. But doing so, this is really poorly worded. You regain the amount of key rolled on that die plus your con mod. So your key points die are going to matter a lot. And having a lot of them is going to be very important for completely recharging your key like they do constantly in fucking Dragon Ball, despite what they said earlier, you know? Lol.
Key points is first level.
Oh, it's still bold. There we go. Hold on. Be consistent, you motherfucker. There we go. Remove these periods. There. Much better. Be consistent. Wow. I can't wait to put this up on Homebrewery and just see what it all ends up looking like. It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be great. Yay!
That's a good amount of key to start with, too. With how I'm planning out techniques, they're going to cost a certain amount depending on what level they are, what their use case is, so on and so forth. I'm going to make a technique creation template, so almost every single technique is going to follow it. It's going to be fun. That's going to be the most fun part to design, I think. What else do we need? Hold on. 2d8. There we go.
Key points at higher levels. 2d8. Oh, fuck. 2d8. Plus. There's no space there. It's bothering me. Plus.
Your constitution modifier. Yay.
I'm going to put a clip art on this. It's going to be so awesome. I'm going to put a little clip art of like a skull with flames coming out of it. It's going to be so fucking cool. Just you wait and see. Okay, we got martial arts, which almost everybody's going to get except for magician. You can expend... Let's see, you have 16 at level 1. Let's make this 10. Fuck it. No, wait. Half that. 5. We'll make it follow the same rules as Burst Rush. 5 key points. Minus your constitution modifier to a minimum of 1. You can expend 5 key points minus your con mod to a minimum of 1. To add, that's what I wanted to say. An additional, no, that's redundant. You don't have to say additional. To add a, or do you? Do you have to specify? English is fucking weird. A damage die. To add a damage die. There we go. That's all you need. See, it's doing it again. You can use expend? What the fuck? That was just my dumbass brain. My dumbass brain didn't know what to say. What do I need to say? How do I need to balance this? This is fucking weird. This is such a weird technique. It's based on so many different things that I have yet to properly think about balance for. I mean, hey, that's how they made fucking first edition, so whatever. There. That's balance. At higher levels, you can add more damage die. And then we'll come back and balance that later. You can die more damage? What? That's not grammar, you bitch. The fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you saying? Oh! We'll just remember to balance that later. I should probably highlight this so that I know, hey, come back. Highlight it fucking cyan, because I love cyan. Like, hey, this needs editing. That's what I want that to kind of tell me. That cyan on white hurts my fucking eyes. I wish they had dark mode for this shit. For this goddamn shit! That's a pretty good start for Brawler. That's a pretty good first level. We have martial arts and burst rush. Everyone's gonna get martial arts though, except for magician. So we're gonna want something else. For instance, you know, ranger has like 4 things they get at first level. And then they get fighting style at second level, so. Ooh, interesting. Monk has unarmored movement. What do I want to give this dude? What do I want to give this guy? Carmelo, what the fuck? What's your favorite line from fucking from The Sopranos? Mine is when Tony screams, "Carmela, close the door!" And he just says it for way too long. I'm gonna look that up right now. Carmela, close the door! Gabagoo.
Woke up this morning, got some gabagool.
Carmela, close the door. No, wait. Carmela, can you shut the door? He screams it for so long. Yeah. He says it for so long. Carmela, shut the door! He holds that note for so long.
Woke up this morning, got some gabagool. Lord above, things ain't been the same since I tasted gabagool.
This is a video. I just found a weird video. Tony's building power. What the fuck? Oh, it's a remix. Someone made a song. This is incredible. Ooh, I got recommended a TNAMV. That's fitting. I'm gonna watch this TNAMV for inspiration. All right. TN is so cool. I have to say, they did Yamcha dirty as fuck. Like, they wronged him. Can you fucking imagine being abandoned in the fucking desert? Growing up surviving on the bare minimum. Having to be helped by animals. Having to train to fight them to survive. Wolves fucking come after you as a child, and you have to beat them to live. Yamcha is like fucking Guts. Yamcha reads Berserk and he's like me for real. Alright? And then you go forward and, you know, your inspiration to train never stops. But this random fucking kid just outdoes you at every turn because plot. It's not even just, oh, you slack. Yamcha never fucking slacked. They just made him slack after he got literally killed by... Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, brother. The Cyberman does the same exact attack that Vegeta does to kill Majin Buu. Alright, same attack! How is that, like... That pisses me off. That people underestimate Yamcha because of that. I don't know. It just makes me mad. I hate how they did Yamcha in Z. Yamcha's so cool. Tien is so cool. And then they do him so fucking dirty. When does... You're like, oh, when does Yamcha stop training? Krillin slacks. That's just who Krillin is. Krillin is like... He follows after Roshi a little bit more than the others. Yoshi kind of stops training to train people, to become a teacher. He's so fucking old anyways. It makes sense. He's past his prime. Goku's gonna be past his prime someday. But Tien never stops training. Yamcha doesn't stop training as far as we know. What Tien does is fucking constant. And we're just expected to be like, oh, he comes back and he can't stand up to semi-perfect Cell? Nobody has trained as much as Tien has. Nobody in the series. I'm serious. Shen was a hardcore master to Tien. He instilled practices into Tien that he cannot forget and maybe even are a bit harmful. But I digress. Tien never stops training. That's all I wanted to say. Okay. So I think how Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super even treats Tien, bullshit. Dragon Ball Super has bad writing though, so that's a given. Anyways, what were we doing?
Come and close the door.
We need to give them a third ability for first level. Or do we? This is already pretty good. Technique. We need to specify how many techniques they get. All right, let's start with that. Let's put that at the top. Well, let's put that right below martial arts. 16. Look how that looks. Brawler gets 2 technique points per level. And starts with... What's a fair amount to start with at level 1? Technique points are also a thing that you're going to be able to get awarded, as I said earlier.
Oh, jeez. Oh, crap.
I think giving them 4 to start with is going to be good. And we'll work on exchange rate for making your own techniques. Because, I mean, if you think about it, are they even going to be able to use a 9th level technique at, like, level 4? No, they're probably not going to be able to use it. It's probably going to cost too much key. So I think that's fair. Start with 4. You get 2 per level. And you can be awarded technique points. Additional technique points at the DM's discretion. Discretion. I forgot it was discretion. Secretion and discretion. I'm discreet about my secrete.
I don't secrete unless it's discreet. And neither should you. I'm Captain Lua Benatoyo, otherwise known as the actor from Mario. And I'm coming to you to say that you go to hell if you're not discreet when you excrete.
And you have a little spaghetti on your overalls. Oh, fuck you, Luigi! Fuck you! Look up "Oh, fuck you, Luigi" if you've never seen that video. That's gold. That's gold right there. It's fucking gold.
Stupid dog. That's it. I'm getting my pen and paper. We're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Throw on my fucking overhead light. I gotta concentrate. I get into the zone. The dead zone. My YouTube is running into a glitch lately where it's reloading like 3 fucking times every time I open a page. It's really cool. Thanks, YouTube. Haha. Alright, I was writing techniques, yeah. Oh, I'll add optional rules for Zenkai Boost to give you technique points. I think that's going to be fun. I'll also say human potential gives you additional technique points. And obviously, I'm going to be like, oh, the TN-inspired class, the copycat class, they get additional technique points every level compared to Brawler, which is more focused on just raw fighting power. Since Brawler is so focused on, like, raw potential and raw fighting power, I'm going to give them 1d12. 1d12 is fair.
1d12 is fair.
What does Barbarian usually get as their... Yeah, 7. Half rounded down or rounded up. I don't know. Half plus 1 or something. Oh yeah, I wanted to give them something unarmored, but regardless, techniques. A teacher, or when creating your own technique, using the technique creation template. Okay. I think this level 1 is looking pretty good. But maybe we should put this actually above martial arts. Boop. It looks good to me. All right. Good formatting. Good everything.
Very good.
Yes, yes, very good.
He's a phantom. What about subclasses? Well, for brawlers, we definitely have Trunks in there. Super Saiyan grade 4 and all that shit. Or grade 3, sorry.
Super Saiyan grade 3. Come on, turn on DBZ!
Looks fucking painful to use, wow.
Good night, sweet prince.
So Brawler's definitely the fisticuffs, so we don't want to give them too much, oh, you can use a technique. But second level... What are we going to give them at second level? Something to amplify their, melee-specific techniques. We made a really good level 1. This is really good. How long have we been working on this? Like an hour?
God damn.
That's a really long time. Maybe I could work on the technique creation template real quick. I don't know. Add a block. Either half the cost... Half the cost or more damage. When using... Efficiency bonus. Hit. Attack and damage roll. That's pretty good. That's a good one.
That's a good skill.
What do we call this? Proclivity for striking is what I'll call it. You gain an additional damage die. And add your proficiency bonus to the attack and damage roll. Habba-dibby-dibby. What do I put in here? There we go. That ought to do it. Typically, I get so fucking creative when I chug energy drink. You think if Cell just drank 2 Red Bulls, he would have gone into perfect? That's dumb. You're right. I have somewhere to be in a few hours. But I'm ready to go already. I already have everything I need. God, it's so hot in here. The sun must be beating on my window. It's pummeling my window. Oh. Ah! Sorry. I can't think. I like proclivity for striking. That's good. This is good for Brawler. This is what Brawler is going to be going forward. But what is their subclass going to be? Training style, maybe? Dojo something? Yeah, what is their subclass gonna be like? Gotta be. Art of War. That's clever. Yeah, I just called myself clever. Fuck you. Okay. Lethality. Like the Crane School. Morale. Like encouraging others. Hmm. Fuck, I don't know. Man! I can't think. Um. Uh. Um. Uh. Hamburger.
Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper.
This is a sandwich. This is a sandwich.
There we go. Fuck.
This is a sandwich.
Instinct. Perfect. I have ideas. Rappler. Speed Blitz. Like Birder. You come at them, you just overwhelm them with strikes. Already we got 3. Grappler's obvious. It's like grappling. Wrestling and shit. Instinct. Fighting based on instinct. Smile. Original. Ooh, I got an no, that's more fitting for. Oh, but Yamcha, shit. How do we How do we Yamcha? We've got, like, just high speed, lots of strikes. We've got Grappler, which is just, like, grabbing onto your opponent, grappling them. Goku when he full Nelson's Raditz. Fucking... God, I have no idea. God damn it. Nah. I turned blue. I'm sorry. I had to die. Precision, maybe? Let's call it animalistic. Animalistic. Yamcha would get Ultra Instincts. He's such a Chad. Chocolate penis butter pie. That's good. That's more subclasses than we need. Dude, I was like at an impasse. I couldn't think. Bam! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 subclasses that all make perfect sense. Dude, this is solid. Ugh. I'm so sweaty. God damn, it's so hot. What is the temp? Temp. Richer. It's only 75 degrees. How? Fuck off. I don't believe you. Alright. I'm fucking dying. I'm having burps that won't come up. Magician's gonna be easy. I just need to make a specific spell list. Alright, what next? I think we want to do the rage boosted one next. That's simple. Angry. What do you call the rage boost class? We got Brawler. That's good. That's a good start. What's the naming convention for normal D&D? Pretty simple. You got things based in real life stuff. Limit breaker. Well, that's just going to be a working title. Also, I should say that all of these are work in progress. Ooh, what about like, I think this is a good name, Conqueror. All right, that's good. I like frogs. Frogs are nice. No, it's Conqueror, you bitch. Conqueror thrives because we're talking about it like it's fucking, what is it called again? Proper noun? I don't remember. Bonk. That's good enough for now. Yabba-dibba-doo. Let me see. Barbarian. Barber. Called a barber. Gonna give them heavy armor. Because Broly's wearing some pretty big fucking shoulder pads. Oh, fuck, the ice melted. I need more ice. Ugh. I need to work on techniques first. Let me go work on techniques. Do I have a techniques? I have lists of techniques, but I need to make a big techniques file for techniques to explain. Wait! No, I know what I should do. What did I just do? There we go. Okay. Rename this one. And techniques in D&DBZ. There we go. Key. Then we get the key tab, and then techniques. We got the techniques tab. What the fuck? Sorry, I pressed one of my hotkeys. Switch the layout. Okay. Jeremy. Now I need to pull up examples, because I need to base these pretty heavily off of spells. Ah! Sorry, something scared me.
Ah, it's so hard to think, Crabs. You motherfucker. You ruined my life! You mongrel dog of the Empire.
I'm feeling quite hungry. That looks like a C4 detonator. Oh, it's a flashlight. Dude, Benson's gonna stone us. I just found a really good video. Mordecai and Rigby. Sorry, I thought of something very not good to say. Okay, I'll say it. I'll fucking say it. Mordecai and Rigby, go kidnap more children to replace the ones you already kidnapped. But Benson. Won't that just cause more problems? I can't think. Fuck. Kuridin. I just can't think right now. I know how I want techniques to work, though. And let's, we're factoring in the average, which is 2d8. 2d8, so 16. So most first level techniques should cost bare minimum 5. Ooh, that's another thing. I need to go be like, classes. Gotta put that little disclaimer. You still have to spend the key to use the technique. Yeah, it looks good. Looks good.
We're doing good.
Okay. So the basic value for techniques is going to be 5. That way you can use like a bare minimum of 5 techniques at first, not 5, excuse me. 3 techniques at first level. Smart so far.
Hold on. So first, second, 10, third, 15, fourth, 20, so on till level 9. Smile.
So with +4 to your con, you're going to be able to do 4 techniques per thingy. I think that's pretty good considering how spells usually work. And that's at first level. Most dudes don't even have spell slots, or not spell slots, don't even have 4 spell slots at first level. So far, this is pretty strong. +2 key cost per d4. Hold on. Let's like really factor this out. Shrink that. Keep it bold though. Boop. One d8. Press the 8, goddammit. Four. 6. Because so far we're just going up in intervals. D10. 8. D12. Plus 10. This is so far making sense to me. So you could do 3d4, and that's +6. Or you could do 2d6, and that's +8. So far, the balance is making sense.
So far, it's making sense.
So far, we're thinking with portals.
Oh, shit. 8. There you go. Hmm. Hmm. What about utility? There we go. It's a little better of a title. Hmm. 2d12 would be plus 20 cost, for instance. And then how do we limit these? Technically, D2s exist. That's good balance, I think. It would be very expensive if it did 12 damage. Blunt, yeah. It's pretty good. Mhm. I think Krillin's a reincarnated Majin. The little dots on his head are like the pinholes that Majins shoot steam out of when they charge. And he has no nose, like Boo. Majin Boo, Fat Boo, and Super Boo, and Kid Boo all have no nose, like Krillin. Just thought that was interesting. Fuck, man. This is tough. All right. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, Jerubi. I'm trying to think. There are status effects, and I'll just rank each status effect by its usefulness and then be like, hey, this is how much it costs based on that status effect. I think I've done this like 6 hours today, so I'm gonna call it quits for now. Oh my god, I've been doing this for a while. Sorry for that long period of silence. I was trying to think. Jeez Louise. Is this still capturing even though I turned off the capture? That's annoying. But whatever. You didn't see anything important, to my knowledge. Okay. I think we're going to call it quits there. I'm not in the mood to get up and play any video games, and I have to leave in 2 hours. So, I'm going to see you guys later. It was nice talking. It was nice hanging out. It was nice showing you how good D&DBZ is going to be when it finally comes out. And don't think I've stopped work on Valcrest. I haven't. I'm still working on that biatch. That bizitch.